Hello there, only one Kenobi here, only one. Just a little video on the 8D8 droid. Now, this is something I didn't mention in my review of the Book of Boba Fett episode 4. But 8D8 was in there again. I think he's been in probably nearly every episode now. But the funny thing I noticed about it was the fact that in the first episode, Boba says, I think we need a protocol droid. And it kind of bugged me in the first episode why 8D8 was kind of acting like a protocol droid, because as a kid, when I first watched Return of the Jedi, I found them quite scary, not scary as in I'd hide behind the couch or anything, but still there was something about them that was really sinister. And 8D8 in particular, despite his dubious activities, smelting the feet of a gonk droid, he didn't speak. And I didn't expect him to speak. I thought 8D series droids were designed to carry out a repetitive sequence of operations, like, a factory droid almost, Like there's one in Galaxy's Edge, and all it does is rotate a spit. There's food cooking on a pod racer engine, and that's all he's doing. So it's almost like a mundane job droid, you know what I mean? But the one in the Book of Boba Fett is acting like a protocol droid, even though at the beginning he says, we need one. So obviously he can't speak any other language than basic. But he's actually got all this information now. He bumbles on like any old kind of like geeky Star Wars droid, that's there for, information, like Crichton and Red Dwarf, that type of thing, But, and the ironic thing is, right, that in this latest episode, the Ponda Barber creature, whatever that species is, you must excuse my ignorance there, he translates. So what's happened? Since the first episode, has he now got the ability to translate? Have they reprogrammed him? It's just something I noticed, and I didn't actually pick this up on my review, but I did want to mention 8D8. And, a couple of things. Obviously, my first perception of 8D8 as a kid, and how he has changed somewhat. And, I love to see this droid back, but he's not what I remember him being now, as an adult now watching this, because he is more like 3PO, and now he translates as well. So he is pretty much a protocol droid, etiquette protocol. He introduces the Major Domo and everybody like that in the first episode, and he can tell you all the information about all the gangs in Mos Espa, and now he's a translator. So there you go. It's interesting, isn't it? But previously he was just a dark droid in that horrible dungeon with 99. That was another sinister droid. It's very interesting. But one thing is for sure, if you follow my channel, you know that I collect the vintage collection, which is the modern interpretation of the original Kenner line of 3 3/4 inch figures. And 8D8 is definitely on the list, because they did announce recently, Hasbro, that they were going to bring out or complete the 96 figures from the Kenner line, and 8D8 is ripe for that. Now, given we've seen him in Book of Boba Fett, it means we're either going to get him on a Book of Boba Fett card, and then they will argue that they have released him in the modern line that way. But what would you prefer? Would you want 8D8 on a modern TVC card for Return of the Jedi, or for the Book of Boba Fett? I think you'll know what my answer is on that. It's got to be Return of the Jedi. But anyway, what an interesting droid. And I find him fascinating. And this figure I have here, as you can see, is from the Power of the Force 2. So it wouldn't take a lot to retool that figure in the modern line. And also this one comes with the sunroof as well, so his eyes glow if you hold him underneath the light. But what an amazing droid he is. I like him a lot, and I remember him as a kid as well, so that's awesome. Thank you very much for listening to this latest episode. If you have enjoyed it, do give it a like. This is a new series I'm doing called Star Wars Facts and Figures, where I feature a few figures from my collection and talk about some stuff that's going on in Star Wars. So the Book of Boba Fett episode 4 was today. Thank you very much for listening. I have been only one Kenobi. Only one. Out.